Greetings, welcome to Georgetown University Office of Residential Living Housing Selection tutorial. In this tutorial video, I will take you through the process of selecting a space on campus. But before we get started, it is important that I go over a few things. We have tested and verified that the selection process works correctly with the following browsers: Internet Explorer, Firefox, and Chrome. We recommend against using Safari browser. Frames must be enabled in browser. Browser window must be maximized so that the group sponsor can see all operable sections of the page. JavaScript must be enabled. The time controls that move groups from page to page are written in JavaScript. If JavaScript is not enabled in the browser, a message displays and the group cannot proceed with the selection process. You may test to verify that JavaScript is enabled in your browser by doing a simple Google search. The selection system is not certified for use on a tablet or smartphone. If you have any difficulty in finding a browser that meets these specifications, please contact the Office of Residential Living. Additionally, there is not a room search feature through Hoya Housing. All floor plans and room features can be found on the room features spreadsheet. The link for this document can be found on the Office of Residential Living website under the Room Selection tab located in the Selection Handbook. Also, rooms selected will be updated on the room features spreadsheet and be tweeted by @GUResLiving in live time. Be sure to follow us on Twitter so you can see if the unit you were hoping for was taken. It is important to note, in order to begin the selection process in Phase 1, the group sponsor must have received the selection time and date. This information was emailed to all groups qualified for Phase 1. At the time given for your lottery time ticket, the group sponsor will log into Hoya Housing and open your housing application. In the upper right page of the application, select the room selection page. Then look below that and click on room selection also to the right. Now locate the section where it says select a building below to view available residents. Then click on your preferred building. For the purpose of this tutorial, I have selected Henley Village. Once you've clicked on your preferred building, you can use the expand feature to see all available units in the building. This information is live time, so units that are not available or are available to you based on gender will not be shown. After you have selected a space within your chosen building, that specific space will then be highlighted in orange. Click Save and continue to proceed. Next, after selecting an apartment space, the group sponsor will need to click on each bed space that will then be highlighted orange, as shown by the red arrow. Click Save and continue. Now assign each group member into a bed space. The group sponsor should be aware of which members want to share a bedroom and which members will be assigned a single room, if applicable. Note, single rooms in apartments are charged at a higher room rate. Rates can be found for the upcoming academic year on room rates page of the Residential Living website. Now click Reserve Beds. If the group sponsor selects a 5 or more capacity unit, they will be prompted to name the additional residents after they have assigned the first 4 members to a bed space. This page is called the pooling process. This is where the group sponsor will be prompted to identify the roommates they wish to add to the additional beds. Any beds that are not filled at the group sponsor's request by the time Phase 2 group formation ends will show up during the Phase 2 selection process. Now click Submit to confirm your roommate addition. This page confirms your selection requesting academic year has been submitted. Once the group sponsor gets to the application status of the housing application, they have successfully completed the selection request. Each group member will receive a confirmation email. Some things to take note of. After a selection has been submitted, the group sponsor may not go back and change their selection. If all members of your group decide to switch out or drop their apartment, the empty units will be reverted to the Office of Residential Living and be offered to the next group or individuals in line. Any rising sophomore or junior students that wish to drop their assignment will need to email residentialliving@georgetown.edu and formally request to be dropped so that they can participate in Phase 2 selection. Any seniors that choose to participate in Phase 1, it is important to note that if you have changed your mind after selecting a space and are now wanting to cancel your assignment, You will need to contact the Office of Residential Living and formally request to be dropped from your assignment to participate in Phase 2. However, if you choose to drop your assignment to go off campus, a cancellation charge of $1,000 will be assessed. Now let's recap what we've covered in this video. 1. Where to locate the page to begin your selection process. 2. How to select your group's preferred building. 3. How to select your preferred space within the building that you selected. 4. How to assign each group member to a bed space. 5. How to add additional roommates if a 5 or more unit space was selected. 6. How to successfully complete your housing selection. If you have any questions or would like any additional information on housing selection, please make sure to check out one of the other housing selection tutorial videos or contact the Office of Residential Living.